So I'm sharing my screen now, and we're just in the Remax account. Of course, when you log in as an assistant or an agent using a template, you'll see your name in the upper right-hand corner. But we're going to go ahead and navigate straight to Digisign here. Okay. And in particular, we're going to take a look at a template that we have. Now, there's 3 templates that are designated as assistants for agents. And they are commission disbursements that either are geared towards the selling side, the listing side, or both sides. Okay, so in this example, we're just going to look at how we would do the commission disbursement for the listing side. And we've got an envelope over here. Remember, when you're using Digisign, you're going to start the process by creating an envelope. So in this case, we're just going to click on this little letter. And this is going to load our template up. But more importantly, it's going to allow us to choose the property. Okay, so you can come in here and start to search by address. I happen to know of an address that we'll use because it's in the training office. This is One Training Office, Gig Harbor. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and press select. So now we're applying this template to that property, and you've got the template here. Okay, we're not going to do anything. We're literally just going to press next. And this brings us to our page where you choose the recipients and assigning order. Now, because this is a template, it already has set for me, so in this case, me as the assistant, to sign and do my things first, and then to send to the agent second. Okay, it's got my information here, and it's pulled in our information on the agent on the file, Tony Stark, and his email address. Now, since this is a template, it creates a placeholder. You'll see that it has a checkbox here and it's blank. So we're not going to mess with the checkboxes or do anything. All we're going to do is copy over the agent information that it's imported for us into our placeholder. And that changes it throughout the document in real time. Okay? So we've just done that. We're not going to do anything else. You'll see now who signed second, Tony Stark, who's the agent. Okay? And we're ready to move forward. Okay? So again, just make sure you're not messing around with the checkboxes. You want to insert the imported agent information into the placeholder because that changes it in the document for you. Okay. Now we're going to click next, and we'll be able to see the document itself. So look at this great little template that Tammy and the team have put together here. So me as the assistant, you'll see that named as Remax Northwest here. I can go through and fill all this out. Okay, this is great. So it's just fillable data. And you'll see that we have other areas that I'm going to fill out, and then the agent information here. Okay. Now, again, this is just for the listing side of things. So in order to once I've gone through and done my fields, you can click send. Okay. And we'll just do a message here. And it can be sent for signatures, okay? And that is gonna have the look that the normal signing process does. So the agent will get that email, they'll be able to go in and complete their assigned boxes, okay? So that's essentially how it works. To just recap quickly, in order to get this whole process started, we're going to go back to the home page here. You're just going to access Digisign from right here, okay? And just realize that when you do, it doesn't default to the templates tab, so you're going to actually want to go to the templates tab and create your envelope from there, okay? All right. One thing I do want to mention, the way we've set up the envelope is as a, or the template is as a writable field. Okay, so what that means is once you send, you're going to actually, as the assistant, fill out your information in the signing stage, not in the sending out stage, okay? So it's going to come to you to fill out those fields that we took a look at. And then once you've finished doing that, it's going to go to the agent, okay? Any questions on that? Feel free to use the chat box. And of course, just make sure you're choosing the correct templates when you go through on this, because there's a couple of different options.
Andrew, how about if I do a share and
Sure.
show an example of that as if I was the assistant and how that works to fill those out on the writable side.
Yeah, that's great. Let's do that. So I will stop sharing my screen here.
Okay.
And if you would like to now take over.
Now I know you guys said that you're doing residential, commercial, a little leasing, a little bit of sales. So no matter what type of deal they're doing inside of the system, they're going to go ahead and let SkySlope know so they can be provided.
Okay. Do you see my share, Andrew?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. I am now working as myself. Up here it says Tammy Becker, and I am going to be an assistant to help Agent Tony Stark get a transaction set up. So I'm going to go over here to the Digisign, just like Andrew said before. And the default goes to completed. I'm going to hop over into templates, and I'll see my templates here. So I'm going to select the selling side to create an envelope. And then just as Andrew said, I'm going to select a training demo account here. I'm going to continue to click on next to move forward. I don't need to do anything at this stage because I'm just setting this up. You'll see where, just as Andrew said, I sign first and the agent signs second. We're going to scroll down here to find that agent placeholder right here. And we'll do the copy and play, oops. Like this, just as Andrew said. And we're going to put that information right in that placeholder there. And again, we just click next. This brings us to our writable fields. This just shows where I will be filling out information in the next step and where the agent will be eventually signing. So those fields are ready to go. This is just setup. I don't fill anything out here. I just click send. Okay, I get my confirmation. That was easy. And also, remember, I am the assistant. It gives me the option to proceed right into a sign now activity. So I will click that. Because for me, sign now actually means that I'm going to fill out this information on behalf of the agent I am working with. I will fill in the buyer's name and buyer name, and I will fill in all of their information and continue on through, put in my very wonderful commission here. And I am done with my part once I have that all filled out. Now, what you'll notice is it's going to actually prompt me to be sure that I am done with everything here as I go through. So I will click next, and it just wants to be sure that I really have, did you really intend to leave these blank? And yes, I did. Since I didn't go through them in order, it's just coming back. So it leaves a blank box. You can leave the blank boxes blank. They don't have to be filled out, but it will prompt you to be sure that you are all done. And I am done, so I will just hit submit. And that will now go directly onto Agent Tony Stark for his signature. And when it's all done, it will come back in to the documents tab of that transaction and will be ready for me to assign and forward on to escrow, since probably as an assistant, that would be my role. And that is the end of the sharing.
Oh, one thing I want to point out too, Tammy, if you go to sent, next to the completed tab, I'm just going to point this out to folks. So there's a great little, if you hover over the icons there, you can see one more, the history. Perfect. Click on that. So you can see that
excellent.
it's been sent. Yeah, so assistants, you can see that it's been sent in when it gets viewed and that kind of stuff, so that you know that they got it. Mm-hmm.
Great. Great. And sometimes these are also helpful to print if you ever need to print these for a file as some sort of record tracking on this. I know folks have done that before as well.
Great.
I also noticed here on this that here's where you can edit or resend the envelope if there's been some sort of glitch.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All righty.
Excellent.
That's all
Thanks,
I've
Amy.
got then. Yep.